disrespected by Fat Joe saying that. Yeah. And here's the thing. Fat Joe was running around talking about, yeah, we ain't from the Bronx. If you ain't from the Bronx and you ain't from New York. Listen, in the movie Microphone Check, we got all the pioneers who are from New York. They said, ladies and gentlemen, if you've seen the go watch the film now. It's on Amazon Prime. You can stream it right now. Go to microphonecheck.com. Family, all of the pioneers said from their own mouths, the Puerto Ricans just weren't there. They weren't there. They came later. Now, how come you're not getting mad at them? He is mad at them. And again, they're using um, a fake make-believe group as a proxy because he really has an issue with them telling the truth. A lot of these Puerto Rican cats really are upset with the pioneers for telling the truth.
Not everyone can. Not every Black American consider themselves FBA. So he's just talking about the people that follow you.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he because there's a lot of people who are Black American who have lineage to the ancestors who don't consider themselves FBA.
But they're still FBA, though.
Yeah, but they don't use that term. And then if someone was to like talk about FBA, they wouldn't take offense to it.
Yeah, he's talking about because FBA is a lineage. When we mention FBA, we're talking about Black people who are non-immigrants.
Hmm.
That's all we're talking about. FBA doesn't mean people who follow me. That's a made-up name.
Well, I mean, to some people, to a lot of people, yes, because there's people who have non-immigrant background who won't use that term.
But they're still foundational Black Americans, just like there's people with non-immigrant backgrounds who don't use African American, but they get labeled African American. Most elderly Black people, they don't like to use the term African American. My grandmother never used the term African American because that was a term that was brought to us in 1988 by the Democrats and Jesse Jackson. Uh,
Right.
when you look at history books now, they say Frederick Douglass was an African American, Malcolm X was an African American, Rosa Parks was an African American. Talk about foundational Black Americans, we are talking about a lineage, whether or not people of that lineage utilizes that term or not. When we start talking about things within a political sphere, in a cultural sphere, and we want to delineate, that's a term that many of us choose to use, and we're talking about 43 million people. And that's who Fat Joe is insulting. He's not insulting some make-believe group. He's
Yeah,
insulting the
but
lineage.
a lot of people don't take offense to it because the only ones who I see take offense to it is ones who like your real hardcore followers
That's
who
not
just
true. That's not true.
it
Family,
is because I don't take offense to it. I'm Black American.
sorry, sound like you got a little accent. Also, hold on in a minute. Sir, listen, Fat Joe came out to LA in the 90s. There was a place called The Good Life where people would,
Yeah.
Fat Joe got booed out here, dude. They weren't with Fat Joe. Fat Joe, he offended the people out here and they booed him out of here, dude. So yeah, people have been kind of on his bumper for years. Yeah, it ain't just people from our um, um, lineage who use the term FBA. A lot of us from the lineage, a lot of people have kind of had issues with the dude, especially a lot of this 50-50 hip hop. A lot of people had an issue with that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So what do you think delineating will do for the Black community for like quote unquote Black Americans or FBA? How would that benefit us?
Because what it does, it gets a lot of the riffraffs away from us. Because the problem is, whenever we try to get things from a political or social or cultural perspective, we always get people who come in and sabotage it. And then we look around asking, who are these people sabotaging what we're trying to get going? And then when we look and see some of the names of these people, these are folks who are not even of our lineage. When we talk about reparations, for example, we start seeing all of these melanated people pop up talking about we don't need no damn reparations. We need to stop begging the white man. And we're like, what? And then when we look at these people, they're not even qualified to get reparations. They're from a whole different lineage. So That type of thing has been going on for way too long. And it's
Hmm.
going to help us from by delineating and letting us know who the riffraffs are, who's not on code with our lineage, and get them about the pain. Now, somebody said, are you a Hebrew Israelite and a Pan Africanist?
Yes, I am.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
That don't mean. What does that mean?
There,
There we go.
there we go. Okay, we're understanding your perspective here.
Uh,
Um,
yeah. So, what I was about to say, and maybe missed my point. Yeah, but
now,
not
wait,
all, not
go to you.
all.
Wait,
Go ahead.
now wait. No, no, you're a Hebrew Israelite,
Yes.
and what a lot of the Hebrew Israelites believe is that we over here are not really African. We're really Jews. Is that correct?
Yes.
You believe that? You believe that we're really Jews?
We're the children of Israel. Yes.
We're
The, who
Jews,
are, who are, if your ancestors are on slave ship, yes.
right? Now, you know good and well the majority of black people in America do not believe that they're Jews.
Correct. That's in the Bible.
Right,
Yeah, the Bible states that.
right. But
Those who are those who are say they are Jews are not, and those who are Jews don't even know they are Jews.
mm,
So we know that already. Yes,
right. So,
because our history's been stolen, through slavery.
right. All right. Same thing with foundational black Americans. See? You understand what I'm saying? There might be a lot of
Yeah.
foundational black.
But you're saying that once a Caribbean is in office, but we have plenty of Black Americans who are in office do the same thing as some of those Caribbeans and Africans that you complain about.
And you know what the difference is? We call our Sambos out. Yeah, we do have Sambos. We warn people about the Sambos we have. We call them out. Unfortunately,
No, but what would delineating do if you have Black Americans that'll do the same thing?
well,
That's once they're in office, they all act the same.
no,
Whether Caribbean, African, or Black American, they all do the same
not all,
shit.
because some people of the lineage, they will get down and do things for the lineage. Like, for example, Marion Barry. Now, Marion Barry did a lot of great things for the black people of Washington, D.C. He was a rock.
Hmm.
That's why they had to put that, they had to put his street business out there like that. So you have some of us who are from the lineage who will do things for those in the community. That's why in the entertainment industry, they always try to get these non-FBA people to elevate because we put folks on. When we get on, usually we put a whole bunch of other people on as foundational Black Americans. And also in the political sphere, what we see now, we see a whole bunch of non FBAs really in these political entities right now with Kamala Harris and Obama, many of the Congressional Black Caucus. These are not foundational Black Americans. These are a bunch of non FBAs. And they're stomping and caping for immigrant groups, you see?
So if someone is Black American, they're gonna automatically once they're in that game and playing that game, they're gonna automatically get on code. Is what you're saying?
Not all of them, but a lot of them do. And that's why they don't like them to be in certain positions because deep down, they understand a black person who comes from the foundational Black American lineage. A lot of times they will snap back and get on code with us, and they don't want that. They want to get somebody who they know will stay off code, like an Obama, who will get in the White House and not do a damn thing for the people of this lineage because there's no camaraderie. But for the most part, a lot of black people who are from the lineage, deep down, they'll flip, even if they're a Sambo, they'll flip and do something constructive for the community. Now you have lifelong Sambos like the Clarence Thomases and people like that, but a lot of foundational Black Americans will snap and get on code. And sir, I really hear a Caribbean accent the more you talk. Where's your family from, brother?
My mother's Jamaican,
There,
my father's Black American.
okay, there we go. There we go.
And I wanted to ask a question, Tariq. Where's your family from?
Here, I have zero immigrants in my family. Every
How, but
on my
but
mother's side, all from here.
but but how could we know that when we don't know your real name?
Sir, you know my real name.
No, because Tariq Nasheed is not your real name. So how can we research if you're FBA?
Yeah, because my mom and dad are still alive and people know their names. They're on social media. You've seen pictures with me and them.
So your real mom, is on Facebook and everyone knows her name.
My mom and my dad.
I don't know. I don't know about that one because every time someone says Marcus Sanders, you deny it.
Right, because that's not my name.
So what is it? Because Malcolm never hid his name.
Yeah,
Elijah never hid his
well,
name.
y'all make
Farrakhan never hid his name.
well,
Even Umar never hid his name.
my name is Tariq Nasheed, and y'all
No, the name you had before that.
no, well, y'all make up stuff anyway. I mean, the point is pointless because you're gonna make up shit anyway. According to,
Nah.
according to some of your fellow tethers, I'm a murderer. I done murdered people. I done sold a bunch of dope. I was gang banging. All right, I'd be all of that. Don't give a shit. I don't even dignify none of that stuff. I'm a
There's just a lack of
you know
transparency. That's what we're looking
no,
at.
it's not, dude. I've been around for I've been in the public eye for what 30 years. You can't more transparent than me. I've been in people's homes and households for 30 years.
Well, how can we prove that you're FBA? Because you can pass for a Dominican.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Do I
For
look at,
real. You got the Dominican look.
sir? I do not have Goya powder nowhere on me, sir.
You got the same skin complexion, everything
No,
as a
no, I
Dominican. And I'm in New York with Dominicans.
don't wear penny loafers, sir. I do not wear penny loafers and use Goya on everything, sir.
Now you could pass for one though.
No, I know I cannot, sir. I am a full-blooded foundational Black American.
But there's no way we can prove that because there's so many frauds in like when it comes to like black consciousness now. We have polite. I know you're gonna say he's a tether too, but and then it's just so many.
But here's the thing.
Just
But the thing is, I've been around way too long, sir. I've been around for a long time, and I have an
hmm
immaculate reputation of always standing on business. You can't be fake for 30 damn years in the public eye. That's why I get the
well, but you've been around that long, but like it's like being like around 2016 or 17 is when you got real popping on the internet. I would say.
sir. I've been on TV back in the early 2000s, sir.
No, you have, but I'm just saying what the like what the conscious move is like around 2016, 17. You've been getting like where a lot of people is like that's the traction. That's when that's like your peak, I would say.
No, no, sir. Dude, back in the year 2000, I had a book that sold 250,000 copies.
No, I'm not denying that, but I'm just saying like over here, people start now you can go to someone and say, "Hey, you heard of Tariq Nasheed?" And they say, "Yeah," but people been like your traction been like popping since like I would say 2016, 7, especially with the
No,
Vlad interview.
no, that's not true.
Yeah.
That's not.
For me, for my opinion,
Yeah, you're not from the lineage though. You're a foreigner. I'm
no, my father's side of the family's from South Carolina.
anchor baby. I've been around since 2000 and
No, my mother came to America when she was 8 years old.
anchor baby, dude. Come on. So yeah,
Okay, yeah, I'm an anchor baby because I disagree with
no,
you.
yeah, you don't understand the lineage. You don't under. I've been
No, I have this spirit. If I'm an anchor baby, Peanut is an anchor
no,
baby.
okay. Y'all always talking about my wife, and she's not. My wife is FBA, by the way.
Now, her father's Haitian,
That's a lie. See, that's why I don't really have to dignify this stuff. My wife's father's not Haitian.
and her
He,
mother's Irish.
yeah, and y'all tethers be lying your ass off. Just lie. That's why.
Oh, no, you only say tether because I disagree with you.
No, no, you're a tether because you lied, and that's what tethers do. You just lied.
Mhm. That's why we can't take you serious because as soon as someone disagree with you, they're a
I-
tether. They're
Lying is not disagreeing, it's just lying like a tether. This is why we delineate. This, sir, you're giving an example of why we delineate. This is not a disagreement. You just told a bald-faced lie and then asked why we're delineating. Because all you tethers do, you're going to lie anyway. Because that's what you do in your culture, lying and scamming. And then you wonder why we delineate. You just made up a false lie just out your ass about my
Sure,
lineage.
I don't. It doesn't offend me because you call even.
It doesn't. You just lied. This is what I'm saying. So everything else is in bad faith, sir. Let me get Nikki in here. But this is why we do. You see, I'm teaching a master class on why it's important to delineate from these lying, scamming tethers. Nikki,
And Nikki is black as hell. She African.
right? Nikki, hop on, beloved. Now you're trolling, star. But Nikki, trolling is when you're tapping out. By the way, and when that's another thing, family. When they start saying stuff about my wife, that's them tapping out. You notice whenever the tether trolls call up, they'll try to act like they're talking in good faith. And then well, Peanut is Jewish. Then they start that that's a tap out. When they start saying my wife, all of these different ethnicities, that's them tapping out. Nikki left. Okay, I wanted my sister Nikki to get back on.
Come on, Nikki, come speak Swahili.
Yeah, I wanted her to come back up. But anyway, David, I thank you, brother. You helped me out, showing people why.
Ah, Tariq, I done seen you call people from Alabama tethers. And
Okay,
you probably got like 5 Jamaicans. You could count on one hand how many Caribbeans and Africans is in Alabama.
yeah, you're just saying stuff.
And you be called.
Okay, Dave, you're just saying stuff now. You trolled out. All right. That right there is a perfect example of why delineating is very important from these musty tethers. And he's talking about somebody's from South Carolina. I don't even believe that. This dude, I can hear his damn Jamaican accent that he tried to hide. And that's another thing. A lot of these tethers, he's a tether. I don't even believe some of these people from South Carolina. I don't believe that. Because he thought he was going to try to hide his Jamaican accent. First, he kind of low-key denied it. I'm like, dude, I hear your accent. Oh, my people Jamaican. Okay, yeah, I know. Sister Nikki, what happened, beloved? I want you to get up here. What's up, dear?
I'm sorry about that. I've been working a lot of shifts this week, so I apologize if I ain't been around. Hey, I just want to let you know that I do not give a what a tether says about me. They talk about me all the time. I am 100% FBA on all 8 sides. I can prove it a million times over. I am so proud to be who I am. I do not care what any of them say about me. They can talk about me, take my picture, do whatever they want. Whatever you're seeing in my features comes from my foundational Black American side. And I'll land on that. Love you for life, Tariq.
Yes,
Take care.
thank you, beloved. That's the lovely Nikki the God. Yes, indeed. Yeah, the tether's always trying to make somebody a tether with them. Well, somebody might be Jamaican. Yeah. No, tether. No. That's it. They always want somebody, they want to find somebody in our family to flee. Well, your wife, they Haitian. No, they're not. No, they're not. You don't have no fleers in crime. Y'all want somebody to have fled with you. No. We are FAs. We stand on business. We ain't running all over the goddamn place. Family, listen, this is where a lot of the damn vitriol comes from a lot of these people. Many of them hate the fact that we can say with our full chest that we don't come from a fleeing lineage. Do y'all know how much that messes with these people? That really messes with them. That we come from a lineage where we weren't fleeing all over the place. We stood on business and we still stand on business. We're the ones who fight for civil rights and rights for everybody. We stand 10 toes down and we are respected for doing that. We have icons, Dr. King, Rosa Parks, Coretta Scott King, Ida B. Wells, just so many of us who stood on business, Muhammad Ali, so many of us. And a lot of these folks don't have that. They don't have a version of that. Now, they'll try to throw Marcus Garvey in the mix. Marcus Garvey only got it popping because we elevated him. They didn't rock with Marcus Garvey in the damn Caribbean. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to denigrate anybody, but when these tethers like the gentleman who just called, that fake Hebrew dude, and that's another thing. A lot of the tethers always try to be on some Pan-Africanist, Hebrew Israelite type of thing because they're not of this lineage. So they try to create this mythical lineage of all of this other stuff going on. You dig? And try to get us to join in on that because they're not of this lineage like that. It's real heavy. And I'm not dissing all of the Hebrew Israelites. There's some genuine dudes. My brother Tazariak, I love that brother, real good brother. So there's some people who are very genuine about their beliefs, but then you got a lot of riffraff Negroes.
Hey, what's going on, Tariq? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. What's happening?
Hey, Tariq, I had a question I was curious about because it applies to me. So, my father is, I don't know what generation, foundational Black American, but I'm sure it's a very long lineage from Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
But my mother was an immigrant here from the Dominican Republic. Like, how would in the instance of reparations, how would that work with someone like me or anyone? It doesn't have to be personal. Anyone who would be mixed with foundational Black American and maybe foreigner.
Yeah. If you
Curious.
we've always said, man, if you have a relative, if you can trace them back to the censuses from the 1800s, I mean, you'll be qualified to get reparations. It's real easy. All you got to do is just be able to trace your lineage back to the census forms from the 1800s, from like 1870. That's when they started to the lineage. I mean, to get the census forms and um, writing us down. Now, some of us go back way before that. Now, you say your dad is who's foreign, who's Dominican?
So my dad is foundational Black American from South Carolina, Charleston, deep
Okay,
roots in Charleston, Wilson. My mother is immigrated from the Dominican Republic.
okay. You grew up with your mother?
Yes, I did.
Okay, because you have a Dominican.
Yeah, you caught it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. People rarely catch it, but some are very keen and can catch it.
yeah. You got a deep Caribbean accent. Do you correspond with any of the people from South Carolina?
Yes, I do.
Um, well, I don't think you were raised on your dad, were you? You were not raised around him.
No, he was always active in my life and a part of my life, but I was not raised with him.
Okay, okay. That's interesting. But again, if you can find the paperwork on his side of the family, then you would be qualified for reparations. But that's what it is. All right, but thank you so much. Let me get some more calls in here. Excuse me. Let me get let me see. Let's get what's that? Boss lady. Let's get boss lady then juicy.
Yo, as y'all can see, that dude Fat Joe out here dissing Tariq and Black Americans again. How he go from saying hip-hop was made 50-50 by Puerto Ricans to calling FBA broke. This dude mad he used to look like a Hispanic maid when he was growing up. I bet he wasn't getting no play. Probably had to use them terror squad checks to get them freaky massages. But yeah, I'm not gonna say too much. I ain't trying to get no strike. But make sure to leave a like and subscribe and comment down below. Follow me on Twitter. That's where I'm the most active on. And also make sure to follow me on Rumble. That's where I post videos in case they get taken down.